Yeah, 4 dot balls. Again, just not able to score runs freely against Sandeep. Now that too looks close, big appeal, but the umpire thinks that it's going to miss the stumps.
Yeah, the crowd is joining Sandeep in that appeal, but though it's delayed from the crowd, it's more reactive. But yeah, this one came in sharply. That LBW appeal, yeah, here it is. Fuller. Oh, did it straighten enough? Vimala Siri is in no mood to raise that finger for the moment. What an over this has turned out to be. Another maiden. That's become so synonymous with Sandeep Lamichhane spell in the middle. What an over and what a spell. 5 overs, only 8 runs, 92 for 5 after 22 Oman. Six bowlers used. Gulshan Jha has been the star so far. So has Sandeep Lamichhane. In the 11 overs between them, they've given away only 25 runs for 3 wickets. You call that Jugalbandi? The literal meaning means partnership. Brilliance in the middle. Karan Casey summoned. I just feel Hamad Mirza needs to maybe change his approach over here, Shoaib. He's got into that shell, he's just been a bit too conservative.
Yes, he's been losing partners from the other end. So even if he wants to attack or look for run scoring opportunities, it's been dented because he's lost a partner or a wicket at the other end. So very difficult position to be in. The run rate is still not too daunting, but it's just that they've lost wickets, 5 of them.
Yeah, sometimes in a situation like this, you live by the sword and you perish by the sword. Hamad Mirza needs to decide what's the approach from here on. How much can he rely on the current batter and the batters to follow, and how much should he back his game at this stage?
There's no point hanging around without scoring runs, so it's not going to help Oman's cause. So at some point, he will have to get back to finding run scoring opportunities. Not taking any credit away from Vinayak Shukla, but he's been asked to come out to bat way too early than what he would have liked. He's more of a 15 over player when you've got 15 overs left in the game and they need 70, 80, 100 runs. That's when Vinayak Shukla can make a lot of difference. But to expect him to come out to bat in the 23rd over with 164 runs left, not saying it's impossible, but I think it's a very tall task to ask from Vinayak Shukla.
Yeah, but just giving the benefit of doubt to Oman over here, little did we know in that last game Ramanandi would get those 91 and take them to a position where they could hope for a win. Just going by how Vinayak Shukla played that first outing against UAE, I'd want to believe he's a very sensible bat, but the support, the resources here for Oman are bare minimum now in the chase. Top 5 in the dugout of Wasim Ali. After that, is there anyone who can handle pressure and get the runs?
It has to be this pair to score a 100-run partnership to begin with. That's the only way they can make a comeback in this game. Otherwise, if they keep losing wickets, they're never going to make it.
.48 with the bat in his second ODI. Arjun Kumar so close to getting to his maiden ODI 50. He's enjoying these times. To do so in front of home crowd at home for a 20-year-old. What a moment. In case he has started off well in his second spell. Just the 3 runs. Oman are crawling to that 100-run mark. 95 for 5 after 23.
Lalit Rajbanshi gets another spell. 5 overs for his 17 that he's conceded.
Yeah, on surfaces like this, the efficacy of a bowler comes to the fore. Take a look at Sandeep Lamichhane from one end and Lalit Rajbanshi. And look at how many times Rajbanshi has beat the bat and how many times Sandeep Lamichhane has beat the bat. And that's where you know there's a bit of a gap in terms of the skill set. Taking nothing away from Lalit. He's the frontline spinner, the left arm spinner for Nepal. Now chipped over beautifully inside out. What a hit. Vinayak Shukla can bat and can bat big if he bats this way. His first 6 and the 100 comes up. Courtesy that elegant hit.
Yeah, inside out, and just didn't try to hit it too hard. Lofted it over extra cover, and it's gone over and beyond the ropes for a maximum. Sandeep Lamichhane signals a 6, and 6 it will be. So half a dozen for Vinayak Shukla. He started off really well. Took some time, but this is what his natural style of play is, to attack.
Yeah, the good thing in that shot, he was hitting with the turn. Or they won the second. Decide against it. And that's why, as a spinner, when you see the pace on the ball, that's where you decide. I didn't see both these batters stepping out to Sandeep Lamichhane. He's quicker through the air. Lalit Rajbanshi is much slower through the air, just allowing batters enough time to pick the length early from the point of delivery.
Yeah, and in addition to that, what you just said, Mikhail, it's also the fact that Sandeep Lamichhane is getting more turn off the pitch. So to step down, it's even more riskier than it is to Lalit Rajbanshi. And that's what we saw. As soon as Lalit came into bowl, Vinayak Shukla was more confident. He could use his feet, come down the track, because he knows that there's a turn, but not as much as Sandeep Lamichhane.
I'm not a big fan of comparisons. I believe every player has his own position and own talent and own skill set. All I'm trying to show is the comfort level with which the batters are playing, like you rightly pointed out. He's had a couple of maidens, Sandeep. They've been watchful. They've not been able to pick those wrong ones. And here they're just trying to find the gaps with ease. Yeah, there again a single comes through. And this is where again Rohit Paudel will begin thinking.
Yeah, Lalit Rajbanshi, you can see that 10 runs have come in the over. Good one this for Oman. It's 105 for 5. Karan Casey into the attack for his second over. 105 for 5 Oman. They are still a long way away from that 257. Almost at the halfway mark into the second innings. Vinayak Shukla, he'll have to choose his battles in this run chase. Yeah, works it away off the pads. And gets a single.
Yeah, not all is lost if you're Oman. One good partnership. Get closer to the 200 run mark, 180, 190. And then set the cat amongst the pigeons.
Yeah, Hamad Mirza, he's played well. Oh, big appeal. Again, takes his time, Prageet. Says not out, clearly missing the leg stump on that occasion. At least that's what we felt watching it from here in the combox.
Prageet Rambakuela gave it a very long look. Yeah, you could see Karan Casey for a moment felt that it could be going his way. But by the end of it, you feel Mr. Ramba